Welcome to Sovereign Citizen Legal Encounters. All right, today we have another pop-up sovereign citizen, and I use that term because they just keep randomly popping up in all these different courts, and these are new people that we're dealing with. This sovereign citizen is reading the script, but not only are they reading the script, they reading it from church. So let's check out what the charges are. So we have the drive while license suspended, drive unregistered vehicle, no insurance, use of a handheld mobile phone while operating a motor vehicle, and improper plates. So now you have all the information that you need to check out this case and evaluate what's going on. And also, I want to welcome two members to the channel, Greatest Granny and Gonzo. Thank you for joining. Check out the community post. There's something there for you. Let's go.
This is the city of Detroit, Mr. Berry versus Destiny Graves, case number SB 1069059, counts 1 and counts 2, SB 172478881, SB 1724805, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SB 1724836. Appearance for the Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Graves.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am Destiny Raven Graves. That's capital D, lowercase ESTINEY, hyphen, capital R, lowercase AIVYN, colon, capital G, lowercase RAVES. I am appearing specially and not generally. I am here in good faith and under the protest solely to address the matters raised in my plea abatement. I am not here to delay the process, but to ensure proper identification and lawful jurisdiction are established on the record before any further proceedings.
Okay, this script is crafted a little bit differently, especially the part about not delaying the process, but let's say the rest of it.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Would you like counsel to represent you or no?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I said today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Would you like counsel to represent you or not?
I actually am not open to proceeding until we establish jurisdiction over the living woman. That's me, lowercase ESTINEY, hyphen, capital R, lowercase AIVYN, colon, capital G, lowercase RAVES.
Okay. Jurisdiction has been established if you are Destiny Graves. If you're Destiny Graves, if that's your name, then unless you have some other view of the court rule and you cite a court rule, the court is going to feel the jurisdiction has been established.
I understand, Your Honor, but respectfully, the name in all caps represents a corporate legal fiction. I am here as a living woman, not as a surety or a fictional entity. I respectfully require the court to establish, for the record, how to obtain lawful personal jurisdiction over me, the living woman, separate from that entity.
Well, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. I'm going to give you a $0 bond. I can either give you into the breakout room with the city with an attorney, and he can help you proceed, or you can proceed and speak to the city attorney yourself to see if you can work this matter out, or I can set a jury trial date and the matter will be resolved on the jury trial date. Which one would you like to do, ma'am?
Are you asking me if I would like to proceed for trial?
Yes.
I will respectfully, Your Honor, I would like to reserve all my rights under the UCC 1-308, and I object to these proceedings under protest and duress. My appearance is special and not general. I do not consent to the court assuming jurisdiction through presumption. If this court insists on moving forward without proving lawful authority over the living woman, I must note a violation of due process for the record.
Okay. So, I mean, if you can't give me an answer to my question, then I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room until you can figure it out, and we'll move on to the next person.
What is your question, Your Honor?
I asked you, do you want to see if the attorney can get you an offer and speak with the attorney? Or would you like to work out an offer with the city yourself to resolve the matter? Or would you like me to set a jury trial date? Those are your three options. You keep on saying that same stuff is not gonna change what your three options are, okay? So that's, I don't need to hear that same recitation of what you just mentioned a minute ago. Now, what do you wanna do?
So I'm sorry, respectfully, Your Honor, I do want to know, is this denying the abatement plea?
Say that again?
Is this denying my abatement plea?
I'm not getting into this, ma'am. I'm gonna pass the matter.
Judge Perkins passed that matter, came back to her later. She wasn't there anymore. Now, let me give you a little backstory. She had 2 other hearings that she didn't appear for. That's why this hearing was a show cause on a bench warrant. So she hasn't been showing up, which is part of the process that the sovereign citizens like to do to delay the case, hoping that in the end it'll get dismissed, which we've seen a couple of those recently. Let me present something to you as the viewers to see what you think about this process, because I think it'll be funny. Imagine if the courts change from putting everything in all caps to actually spelling out capital letters and lowercase letters. Then when the sovereign citizens come to court and they say, I'm not the all caps name, you're absolutely correct, because the file that's sitting in front of me, which the judge would say, is not written in all caps. So now you're under the jurisdiction. Now we're going to shoot over to Magistrate Chisholm's court. For a pro se defendant, they got a little bit of drama going on. No, I didn't mention it in the beginning, but this was another surprise. So let's go in and check this good case out. Let's go.
Your screen name is iPhone. What is your name, please? You've turned off your sound again. Please unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Now we can. What is your name?
Hi. My name is Kimberly Ann Johnson.
Okay, your ticket is 25 R0 3106. You were ticketed for making a prohibited turn back on the 11th day of May, about 9:20 in the morning at 13 Mile Road in Crooks. You can admit or deny responsibility, or you can admit responsibility with an explanation. How do you wish to proceed?
With an explanation.
You're admitting responsibility with an explanation?
Yeah, I don't agree to the ticket. That's what I want to say.
What does not agree to the ticket mean?
Well, I feel like I shouldn't have got wrote in the ticket, sir.
Are you responsible for the infraction for which you were cited?
No, sir.
Yeah, we'll call that a denial.
Okay, thank
Raise your
you.
right hands, please.
Sure.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
It is the truth, yes.
Will it be the truth?
Yes, sir.
The officer will testify first, please.
Your Honor, on May 11th at approximately 9:20 in the morning, I was sitting stationary on Windermere, which is just north of the intersection of Crooks and 13 Mile. I had a very clear view of the entire intersection. I watched as Miss Johnson, as she was traveling eastbound on Crooks, on 13 Mile, in her blue 2019 Jeep Compass. She came up to the intersection, and just prior to the intersection, she stopped under the no left turn sign, the left turn signal, which is blocked out. There's, as I testified prior, there's a no left turn sign at the beginning of the intersection. There's also a no left turn sign at the other side of the intersection, and she made the left turn. I stopped her at Lexington. I spoke with her. She stated she did not see the signs and she was following her GPS. I explained to her that, yes, the GPS would probably still direct her that way because it's not always updated on construction. However, you still have to be aware of your surroundings and look up, and if there's any signs posted for not making a left or a right or whatever it might be, you're supposed to follow those. I came back, I issued her a citation for the prohibited turn, and she was very upset that she received a ticket about it, and here we are.
Thank you. Ms. Johnson?
Yes, I did. I'm an Uber driver, and I had my passenger in my back seat. I didn't see no sign said no left turn. I proceeded over into the lane. I guess it's covered because it has construction, like he stated. I'm not familiar with that process, sir. I proceeded and turned, and then when he pulled up behind me and pulled me over, I asked him and said, "Oh, are you?" He asked me, "Do you know why I'm pulling you over?" I said, "No, sir." I said, "I don't know." And I looked at the gentleman in the back. I said, "I don't know why he's pulling me over." He was stated too. I don't know why he's pulling over. And he said, I had a no turn. I did not see no turn. I was following my GPS, and I did not know if when they covered the light thing, that don't mean you can't make a turn there either.
They had the lane blocked off too, but how long had you been driving on 13 Mile before you got to Crooks?
How long I've been driving on it before I got to Crooks?
Yeah.
From 11 Mile in Southfield.
So you drove past 2 miles worth of no left turn signs.
But
no left turn signs started at Woodward or Coolidge and went all the way to the east to 13 Mile Road. So it's not like you hadn't seen a series of no left turn signs. You passed scores of no left turn signs.
Well, I didn't see, I'm not familiar with that. I'm not even from that area. And like
this
I stated,
is at 9 o'clock in the morning. You probably passed 100 of them.
No, sir, I haven't passed
Yes,
100
ma'am.
of them. No, I haven't. I'm speaking the truth. I have not passed.
No, I'm talking about at 9:20 on the 11th day of May, you passed scores of no left turn signs. You drove past them, which
That's
is
not
what
true,
you're supposed
sir.
to do. Man, you just told me that you drove on 13 Mile Road from 11 Mile in Southfield.
Say from 11 miles to wherever the gentleman say I turned at, the officer.
No, you didn't. You can stay on 11 Mile and you will never hit 13 Mile, man. You made a left
Okay,
turn.
let's make this clear.
No, let's make
advising
this
you.
clear. Let's make this clear.
Okay.
I'm telling you that you passed scores of no left turn signs as you proceeded east on 13 Mile Road from Woodward Avenue to Crooks.
And wouldn't that come into play if I was turning on those different several things that you're speaking of? Maybe I would have noticed those left turn signs. I'm advising you the truth that I didn't see the left no turn sign.
Not seeing a sign is not a defense for violating this.
Well, I don't feel I violated the turn.
Man,
that's just my honest opinion.
Right there. There's no way if you missed them.
Civil infraction matter, man.
Let me just inform you, sir, the officer. You sitting there because you know that's a trap for people who does not travel in that area.
Okay, you see that the drama's going on with this and the discrepancy of making the left turn. Well, there was another hearing because that same officer pulled over another person who was in court the same day for the same issue. Let's listen to her testimony and see if she says the same thing this lady's saying, and we'll go back to this case. Let's go.
So on 13 turning onto Crooks, there are signs that have the no left turns, but when approaching the light, my GPS is telling me to make a left at the light. But when approaching the light, I'm seeing the signs on my left-hand side, and there's trucks in front of me making a left. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not aware or sure where this specific sign is pointing to because there's a entrance to the gas station right before it. And so I'm thinking, I'm not trying to follow the masses, but I'm looking and I'm like, okay, like maybe I can make this light. Nothing is occurring. So I made the left turn. I want to say seconds before, like a few of the trucks before me did. The car behind me did. I'm thinking it's okay. And then officer pulled me over. So I explained to him, like, I was unaware. I have conflicting GPS details. Then I see the signage. Didn't know if it was pointing to the actual gas station or to the light or for the light on 13 and Crooks. So that was definitely my explanation. I understand. I was aware.
Where did you first get on 13 Mile Road that day? Where did you first get on 13 Mile Road that day?
Where did I first get on it?
Yeah.
You meaning like just to turn on? I got on Southfield to 13, and then I took 13 all the way out.
So you took 13, and as soon as you crossed Woodward, there was no left turns for about 2 miles with no left turns at any street.
Okay.
So you've been driving past 2 miles of no left turn signs.
Yeah. I wasn't, I don't drive over there at all. So I only go just for my errand that I did have, which was to the Walmart. So as I'm driving, I'm seeing, that's why I'm saying I'm aware of them. But once at that light, I didn't understand if it was pointing to the left for the actual light in the intersection, as my GPS was showing me, like, yes, you can make a left. And then also the cars in front of me were doing a left as well. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is for me to make one and not to the gas station, which it was in between both entrances. So that was what I told the officer.
Did I stop you with other cars as well?
Say it one more time.
Did I stop other cars at the same time as you, or did I just stop you?
You stopped the car behind me.
Okay, and you.
Yes, you stopped 2 cars. I stated that.
Right. No cars made that turn ahead of you if I stopped only you and that car, because I would have stopped them as well. Also, that intersection is marked, yes, for the gas station for no left, but there's also one right prior to you entering the intersection, and there was one no left turn sign also across the intersection right after Crooks, so that when you look across Crooks, you could see that there was a no left sign there as well. Also, the left turn lane was completely blocked out, and the left turn signal was blocked out as well.
Okay, well, I definitely seen some cars in front of me go left.
Ms. Harris, what you
was
saw
not
other
aware
people do
of-
wrong doesn't change what you did. And the fact that somebody else might have done the same wrong and got away with it is just a fact of life. The fact is, though, that you made the left, it was prohibited, and you rightly admit responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay, now that you done heard both stories, in the comments, you can make your own assessment once you hear the rest of this and see if you think that they're both telling the truth, or you think the officer was sitting there just waiting to set people up. I don't know if that street must be a shortcut to go somewhere else by the officer sitting there, so we have a lot to think about. Let's go back to the regularly scheduled hearing. Let's go.
You sitting there waiting for people to turn around there and make that mistake. Because, excuse me, can I please finish talking, sir?
Posted. We're done.
No, sir. You sitting there right there.
You're correct. I was sitting there because everybody makes that turn. You're done. This is what I had to deal with on the road after she got a ticket.
Johnson, if you want to unmute yourself, we will be able to hear what you're saying.
I'm saying the officer, sir, you're sitting in that parking lot. Because
it's not your turn to talk at this point.
Okay.
You've testified as to what happened. I understand. You didn't think you were violating the law when you made the turn. I understand you don't feel you need a ticket for making a mistake. But that's what a civil infraction is. It's a mistake. It's not a crime. There's no intent to do evil as a requisite element of a civil infraction. You made a mistake. The consequences of the mistake is a fine for $130. It needs to be
the
online
officer,
or by mail.
Excuse me?
No, I'm not excusing you. It's still, I'm speaking. I'd ask you to stop interrupting me. The fine is $130, and that's the fine for the civil infraction for which you are responsible.
Well, Judge, you don't have to be rude. You don't have to be rude and disrespectful.
Nor do you.
For those of you who watch Magistrate Chisholm, you already know why I'm here right after he said that. He hit the button and she's gone. Now you have an analysis that you can do comparing those 2 hearings that I put previously. Now we're going to go to one more hearing, which was in his court. That was good. So there's another individual that wanted to represent himself. And I'm just going to let you look at this case, but he put his foot in his mouth and then he tried to get it back out. Let's go.
Now we have Mr. Smith.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your ticket is 25 IRO 03427. This is a ticket for cutting through private property to avoid a traffic control device that was issued May 22nd, about 8:24 in the morning. You can admit or deny responsibility, or you can admit responsibility with an explanation. How do you wish to?
Yeah, I was gonna deny it. Do I get an explanation with deny?
Well, you can testify with deny. If you want to admit, you get the explanation.
Wait, say that for me again.
You have a right to speak either way.
Oh, okay,
So-
yeah, deny, but I just, yeah, I just wanted to speak, to get a second to speak.
You're going to have the chance to speak, but you
Okay.
are denying responsibility, correct?
Well, I don't get how to, because I guess, yes, sir. Because I mean, I'll take responsibility for whatever happened, because I understand we in the court and we got to, this is how the city gets its money.
Huh?
No,
I'll
this
pay
is
it. I
not-
just can't take.
this-
I just
Wait a
can't get any
minute, hang
points.
on.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm
Stop
not trying to.
talking a second. Stop talking.
Yes, sir.
This court is not a function of the city. This court does not produce revenue for the city.
I
This
understand.
court is here as a separate branch of government.
Yes, sir.
And to
Understood.
suggest that this process is just designed to fleece people of money is very.
That's not what I'm suggesting.
No, it's what you said.
And he said it and wanted to take it back real quick.
But let's start again. Are you
Yes, sir.
admitting or denying responsibility for cutting through private property to avoid the no left turn sign?
Deny.
Okay, raise your right hands, please. Do you swear or affirm? Raise your right hand, please.
Okay.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the
Oh my
truth?
God, it's going in and out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I haven't heard you respond to
I
my.
can't.
Okay,
No, I can hear you now. I'm sorry. It was going in and out. I couldn't hear you.
okay. I just want to make sure that you understand you took an oath.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the officer will testify first.
All right, Your Honor, on the listed day and time, I was doing a traffic enforcement detail at 13 and Crooks. Due to the intersection being closed down, I was only there for one purpose, and that was to watch the intersection for illegal turns, for pro turns.
We finally got our answer. That's why the officers are sitting there.
I observed Mr. Smith cut through from eastbound 13 Mile, cut through the gas station there and turn left onto northbound Crooks, at which point I pulled him over and issued him this citation.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, it's your turn.
Got you. Yeah. So I was going into the gas station. I was about to get some gas. Noticed the guy wasn't behind the counter. I'm not sure if he was I'm not sure where he was. And I ended up going out of that gas station to go to another gas station. I get exactly the how everything looked. That's why I was saying I just wanted to talk. I get what has to happen. I just wanted to know if it was any leniency. I can't accept any points on, well, I guess it could, but I can't take any points on my license. I haven't had a ticket in years. Did everything to get back to this. I'm sorry, Your Honor, if what I said originally was came off I'm very sorry about that. I did not want to accuse the court of trying to pull anything like this. I know this court matter is very separate from what happened. I just want to know if there's any leniency, if I can get anything taken care of, because I can't do any points. It took me forever to get everything clean on this, and I do not want to go through that again. That's all I wanted to say. I was so sorry if I offended the officer. I'm so sorry if I offended the court. I'm so sorry if I offended you, Your Honor. Very sorry. Could y'all hear me? Am I muted?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay. I'm sorry.
I was looking at your record, and your record reflects no infractions. The records go back at least 10 years. So you spoke to working to get your record looking good. You've been successful at it.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I moved to changes to impeding traffic.
Thank you.
Okay. Impeding doesn't carry points, Mr. Smith.
I very much appreciate that, Your Honor and officer.
And the fine on impeding is $175.
Yes, sir.
It can be paid online or by mail, or at the courthouse counter if you prefer.
You said courthouse counter or online? Where do I go online, please?
Okay. If you go to allpaid,
Yes, sir.
ALLPAID, one word, allpaid.com, then the court's ID number is 3031.
Yes, sir.
And the rest of the information you need would be on the ticket, but the dollar amount for the fine is $175.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. You guys have a blessed one. I'm sorry about that, Your Honor. I never want to disrespect the courtroom. I'm sorry about that, officer. You guys have a blessed day, okay?
I hope you have a good day too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I think his apologies and his clean record that he worked on saved him. So one thing I noticed about Magistrate Chisholm, he doesn't play around in that court. And if you come in there with some nonsense, he definitely gonna drop the mic on you. So I hope you enjoy all the videos, and I will see you around on the next one.